Breaking news coming in of the Calcutta High Court there, allowing the leader of opposition in West Bengal, Suvendu Adhikari, to go to the violence-hit area of Sandeshkhali. Do remember, he had been given the nod by the court. However, he was stopped from entering. Now, on what grounds was he stopped? It appears because he had other supporters with him. Now, the Calcutta High Court has reiterated that he can go inside and speak with the families of the victim, which is what he's planning on doing. But only 2 petitioners are allowed to go inside. No other supporters will be allowed to go inside, is what the court has reiterated. So highlighting the number of people who can go inside Sandeshkhali. Do remember, section 144 has been imposed in the violent hit area. So here the court is now allowing the leader of the opposition, Suvendu Adhikari, to go inside, but they are saying that only 2 people can go inside in order to take stock of the situation, to speak to the families of the victims. So there we have breaking news coming in of Suvendu Adhikari, who had taken permission earlier as well to go inside Sandeshkhali. The High Court had allowed him to go inside and visit the area. The court had, however, warned him that he can't make any kind of provocative speeches while he's in the area. Do remember that Suvendu Adhikari in the past has attempted to go to the area twice before. He wasn't allowed. The Trinamool Congress has, of course, been accusing the BJP of setting fires. BJP has been accusing the TMC of ignoring the complaints that is being made as far as the women of that violent hit area are concerned. Now, the BJP has claimed a large number of women in Sandeshkhali had accused the Trinamool Congress's strongman Shah Jahan Sheikh and his supporters of land grab and sexual assaulting. So now, Suvendu Adhikari has been wanting to go visit the area and take stock of the situation. He wants to speak to the families of the victims, is what he's been saying. And, visuals on our screen of when he was stopped earlier from entering the area. Now, of course, with the Calcutta High Court giving its nod yet again, saying that you can go speak to the victims, the families. These are visuals, live visual coming on your screen of Suvendu Adhikari now again making that second attempt to go inside Sandeshkhali, speak to the families of the victims like he's been planning on doing. The Calcutta High Court has basically highlighted that only 2 petitioners are allowed to go in. So he can't be going inside, with an army of people. He can't be going inside with his supporters. That is not allowed, is what the Calcutta High Court has pointed out. Also, what he has been warned against is to making any kind of provocative speeches while he's inside the violent hit area of Sandeshkhali. So, of course, the TMC against, the BJP and, in that war of words where the BJP has been accusing the TMC of, the violence that has been erupting in the area, especially when it comes to the sexual assault against women. So, Suvendu Adhikari there wanting to go speak to the families of the victims. So, live visuals on your screen of Suvendu Adhikari making his way inside the violence hit area of Sandeshkhali. Do remember that he was given the permission by the High Court. However, he was stopped this morning, and it does seem like the reason he was stopped was because he had a large number of people with him, perhaps, which is why he wasn't allowed to go. Now, the High Court has given permission. The Calcutta Court has given permission to Suvendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition of the BJP, to go and speak to the families of the victims. They have been claiming that there have been a lot of violence against women in that violence hit area, which is why Suvendu Adhikari wants to go and speak to them. Do remember, in the past, he has attempted twice to get inside Sandeshkhali, but he wasn't given permission. Today, with the permission, he tried to enter Sandeshkhali. He and Brinda Karat were stopped from entering the violent hit areas. But now, the High Court has gone on to highlight the fact that only 2 petitioners can go inside. So basically, no supporters are allowed of Suvendu Adhikari. He was initially also warned that no provocative speeches can be made by Suvendu Adhikari. Right. So basically, what we are seeing is that political showdown that we saw earlier of Suvendu Adhikari and also Brinda Karat, who were both stopped from visiting, Sandeshkhali in the North 24 Parganas district. That, of course, with the BJP there, claiming that sexual violence has taken place by Trinamool leaders and multiple accounts of women alleging harassment as well as extortion. Now, the leader of opposition who was stopped before he and his supporters could board a ferry to take them to the island. This was definitely his third attempt this afternoon. But now finally he has been given permission to go inside. This is the High Court going on to say, the Calcutta High Court yesterday did speak about how that he is allowed to go inside, but he has to be very, very careful. He is not allowed to make any kind of provocative speeches. Yesterday when they did give him the permission to visit the violence hit area, it did ask the BJP leader to file an undertaking that he and his supporters won't engage in any sort of activity that might lead to the worsening of the law and order situation in that violence hit area of Sandeshkhali. So the police and the riot control force personnel were seen putting up barricades to stop the BJP leader and his supporters. Of course, the local administration clamped prohibitory orders in the area. So Section 144 has been imposed. We have my colleague Saurabh Gupta joining us. Saurabh, the second time round he has been given a nod, and this time around basically he has been told that he can't be taking his supporters inside that violence hit area, and it's only him and another person who's allowed to go inside. Saurabh, if you can hear me, take us through, the conditions on which the Calcutta High Court has given him permission to go inside.
Two MLAs, all the orders of the Chief Justice of the Calcutta High Court, have been allowed to go from Dhamakhali. Suvendu Adhikari and Shankar Ghosh, BJP MLAs, have both gone beyond the police barricade now. They will cross the ferry and go into Sandeshkhali. But that's what it is. No one apart from that is being allowed to go forward. In fact, two MLAs, Shankar Ghosh and Suvendu Adhikari, have been allowed to go based on an order from the Calcutta High Court Chief Justice. Remember, yesterday Suvendu Adhikari had moved the court. The court had allowed him to go, and with a warning, no provocative speeches. This morning when he came here, there were barricades put up. The administration had moved to division bench. That, of course, went to the Chief Justice's court. The Chief Justice said that with two MLAs, Shankar Ghosh and Suvendu Adhikari, they can go. So both these MLAs have gone that side. They've crossed the barricade and they've been allowed to go, and they've gone over to Sandeshkhali. So that is the latest for now in this political showdown between the BJP and the TMC over Sandeshkhali. There are others also who want to go. In fact, left leaders also want to go. Brinda Karat wants to go as well, but she has not been allowed to go so far. But at this point, two MLAs, Shankar Ghosh and Suvendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition in West Bengal, have been allowed to move forward and allowed to go. This morning, the police put up Section 142 notices in Sandeshkhali, and it said that there is sufficient reason to believe that unlawful activities arising out of
Right.